If you want to start making checks like these through real estate wholesaling, you have come to the right place. My name's Vena. I am a real estate investor here in Seattle. I started my career as a realtor and now I'm a full-time wholesaler. My team's going to make $1 million this year just wholesaling in Washington State. And today I'm sharing with you how to start building your wholesale business from zero. I've tested all the systems, I've tried all the methods, and local off-market wholesaling is my bread and butter. I don't wholesale virtually in other markets. I've gotten really good at, and I believe in wholesaling in our own market and helping sellers sell conveniently off the market for cash. So first things first, let's cover the basics. Number one, what is wholesaling? You probably already have an idea of what it is, but very simply, wholesaling is a process where we find sellers who want to sell off the market. They're already thinking about or planning to sell, and for whatever reason, they don't want to list it on the market. And so by the time that we cold call them or mail to them or knock on their door, I'm having conversations with these sellers and building relationships with them so that I can deliver them the service that's best for them and their goals for selling. Now, our typical home seller is going to make repairs on their house and put it on the market with a realtor. That is what probably 90% of sellers do when it's time to sell. But the people we're looking for are those 10% who don't want the hassle of going on the market. They don't want to make repairs. They just want the easy way. And that's where we come in with the cash offer. The sellers know they're not getting as much as they probably would get on the market because this is an off-market cash deal. There's not going to be any hassle. And so they're okay giving up a little bit of that money and giving a discount in exchange for that convenience. So we find these opportunities, we meet with these sellers, we put the property under contract, and then we advertise that contract to our cash buyers through our cash buyer list. Once we have a buyer for the property, we assign that contract with the seller over to the buyer for an assignment fee. That's how we make our money. The buyer closes on the house and we get paid at closing. That's wholesaling in a nutshell. Number two, do you need money to start? You technically do not need any money to start wholesaling. The method that I'm about to share with you has about a $500 to $1,000 investment just to purchase your systems and start up. So without further ado, let's get into this. The number one most effective way to find motivated sellers off the market is by building your cold calling prospecting system. So right here, I'm going to walk you through all the systems that my team uses to find our deals. These are also very reasonably priced, and I'm going to be referencing my wholesale e-guide where you'll find all these links in addition to the bio of this video. So grab the wholesale e-guide, grab all the links below, and let's get into it. So number one, to start finding these off-market sellers is you want to build a list. I use Property Radar to pull my data. I've been using the system for 5 years, even back when I was a real estate agent. It's the easiest to use, it's the most affordable, and it's the most accurate. So if you ask me, is PropStream better? Is Deal Machine better? Property Radar is the best system for building your cold calling lists. And here's how I do it. It's very, very simple. I want to pull a list of owners who have lived there for 20 plus years and they have a lot of equity in their home. By looking for these owners who have been there forever and they have a ton of equity, I am more likely to find people who have been there forever and they have a ton of equity in their home and they just want to move on to the next thing. So I start out by identifying my location. I pull at least one county at a time. So let's start with King County. This is the main county in Washington. I got my area. There are 745,000 houses in King County. In order to be the most effective, we want 5,000 to 10,000 leads. So we have to narrow this down. Otherwise, we're just going to be talking to anybody and everybody, no matter who it is, how long they've been there, etc. So we want to narrow down and filter to find this specific owner. So first, I'm going to hit property. I'm going to go property type, and I'm going to go single family and multifamily 2 to 4. I don't want condos. I don't want large multifamily. I don't want commercial. I don't want any of that. I just want regular old houses. So that already knocked a bunch off our list. Next, I'm going to go for transfer, most recent change of ownership, purchase date. I'm going to go to 20 years ago and before. So I want to go, it's 2024. I want to go before September 2004. And that cut it about in half. So now I have single families with people who have been there forever. I'm also going to throw in houses that are built before 1990. So I want older houses. And you can play a little bit with like the assessment value versus land value with the county data. I just pull this It'd be great if we could only find houses that are distressed, because sometimes we have old houses that are in really good condition or the owner flipped them over time. We can't really identify. So we just pull the big list and call it through. So year built is in there. Now I'm going to go to value and equity. I'm going to go to estimated equity percent and put 80% minimum. Okay, now we're at 109,000. Now this is a really big list, right? 100,000 leads, and King County is a really big county. So at this point, let's say I just want part of the county or a very specific area. I will often take this little shape right here and I will just create the shape that I want. You'll notice the colors on here. This shows the property values. Like over here on the east side, we have a lot of red. Those are the really expensive properties. The green are the cheaper properties and yellow is in the middle. And when I narrow down my map shape or pick cities, then I'll want to go ahead and cancel out that King County. But now I'm at about 35,000 leads, and that's very normal for this size of area. So that's a pretty good list. And for my team, I'm pulling 30 to 100,000 leads at a time. But for independent, 5 to 10 to 20,000 plus leads is really good. So this works for me. I'll hit make list, and then that list will show up under my list. As you can see, we pull a lot of lists. And then from here, you would just go in and then you can purchase the phone numbers for the people right in here. They charge 8 cents per phone number, which is very competitive. PropStream and other services charge around 12 cents. So for a list of 10,000, it's about $800. You go in here to purchase phones, you purchase the phones, and then you go export to file. And you make sure you build a list that gets all you really need is the primary name, the phone number, and the address, and then you pull out that list. So after you have your list, next you want to throw it into a dialer. Now a dialer is going to call the numbers out for you so that you don't sit on your phone going boop, 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 boop for every single phone number. You throw that list into the dialer, it rings out for you, you connect your headset to your computer, call center style, and you sit there and you wait for people to pick up and you talk to them. How do you talk to them? I'm so glad you asked. I have a ton of other videos on it, but right here is my script book. Again, this is all going to be inside the Wholesale e-guide. Memorize your script, get really good at it, and then go and get Enzo Dialer. Now, I have been through all the dialers. I have been through Mojo Dialer. I've been through Call Tools. I've been through Batch. This is the best one. We hit 30 to 40 contacts per hour with this team. The other ones are 10 to 20. So we're talking to double the amount of people, which is double the leads, which is double the deals. There's a little bit of setup. You're just going to book a call with these guys, talk to them, see what it is, learn how to use it. You're going to get Enzo Dialer, and then you're going to plug your list in and you're going to go to town. Once you have a list and your script memorized and your mindset right that you're looking for people to help, you're not trying to bother anybody. You're just looking for those sellers, and it's inside the dialer and it's ready to go. Now you need a prospecting plan. And I'm going to tell you what your prospecting plan is. It's to make 50 contacts a day. Oh my God, Vena, that's crazy. I cannot talk to 50 people a day. I'm so new to this. I just started. If you want to make checks that are $30,000 to $100,000 in real estate wholesaling, you need to talk to 50 people a day. If you're new, start with 20, but work your way up to talking to 50 people a day. You will be shocked by how many leads you get when you talk to 50 people a day. How do we track the leads? What do we do when they're interested but they're not ready now? There is a handy dandy little free Google Sheet CRM template that I have made you right here. There's a little video on how to use it and everything. But very simply put, you put in the owner's name, the address, blah, blah, blah. Put in the information about the lead, make some notes, and then set a status. When you're using Enzo, it's going to track everything for you, how many people you're talking to. It'll track your leads for you. It records your calls for you. Like, this shit's crazy. But if you want something separate, this Google Sheet and then Envelo CRM, both free options. I really like how Envelo looks. This is for the free and it's built for investors. So it's a very beautiful CRM. If you're someone who likes systems and processes and tracking everything, Envelo is great. If you're a simple person, this is good too. So we have our system set up. We have a prospecting plan. My tip here is to set up your prospecting station. Dedicate a desk or a place in your house or a place in your office, whatever it is, dedicate that space to prospecting. Put up your scripts on the wall, put up your dream board, put up pictures, put up all the things that you love and everything that reminds you of why you're doing this. Because I'll tell you now, and you probably already know, this is going to get tough. It is going to be hard to sit there and hear no all day long because most of them are going to say no. Not everyone is looking to sell. And that's fine because, again, we are just going through this list looking for the people who are saying yes. So system, prospecting station, and lastly, create your accountability plan. This is tough. It's very hard to get up every day, make your calls, practice your scripts, follow up with your leads, hear no, I'm not selling, F you, screw off, don't call me again, etc. So my advice is you might be excited about this today and setting up the systems and getting all ready. Be honest with yourself and predict when you're going to get tired of this shit and put some accountability in place. I'm a big fan of bets. On my team, we make bets all the time. If you don't make all your calls this week, you're jumping in the lake. The person who makes the least appointments this week jumps in the lake. We all put $100 in the pot, and the person with the most contracts at the end of the month gets the money. I'm gonna write a check to my least favorite politician, and if I don't make my calls, you have to go cash the check, etc. This is not easy, but it's worth it. You and I both know that you're here to make some serious money and change your future for the better. And take it from me, I'm 23, team is making $1 million this year. Real estate makes your life better. I run a coaching program for wholesalers. I come on live 3 times a week to train on real estate skills, practice your cold call and your appointment script, talking to the sellers, and a free-for-all mastermind call where we talk about different strategies and everything that's working, free-for-all community Q&A, etc. My wholesale contracts are in here, my course is in here, all of our past calls are in here, and I'm working on a fancy schmancy new wholesale course. This is going to have everything you need for every step in the wholesale process. I believe strongly in real estate wholesaling and what it can do for you. So if you're someone who's a self-starter and you can set up your systems, but you really enjoy and value coaching and community and being around other people who are moving towards the same thing that you're moving towards, check out the Academy. We would love to have you. Let me know how I can help you in the comments down below, and I will see you in the next video.